You'll have to bear with me because I'm usually stood up here singing, not speaking, so I am a little bit nervous. We've had a sound issue already. No, I'm really excited. You know, it's just been such a beautiful experience. I mean, I've been in spirituality for such a long time now, for my small little life that I've had. But to be finally able to feel like I can spread that energy with people all around the world, and many of you here today working with people in America and Australia, it's just been amazing to be able to activate via past life readings, healing, channeling, all sorts of different sessions. Like, it's just been unreal, and I can't thank everyone involved just how grateful I am. I don't really want to waffle on too long about me, but small story short is, this journey wasn't always easy for me. You know, I came through a lot of mental health, a lot of physical health, years in hospital, 26 tablets a day at 18 years old, on intravenous morphine. It was like worst case scenario. And at like 19 years old, I decided I'm not gonna live this way. There is not a chance that I will listen to everyone around me that were telling me my illness is in my mind or everything is a problem. And I realised when I went and I actually had an infection in the stomach lining, as well as how many diagnoses, that my choice was at that point to either live on multiple medications forever or figure out what's going on with me. And that's when things started to change in my life, when I started to look within my soul and question, what is the connection between your mind, your body and your soul? And for me, making that connection between them three paradigms was life-changing, because it allowed me to take control of the thoughts and the frequencies that were emitting, the cycles I had created by living in fear, by living in panic mode, always rushing. You know, I mean, at one point I was working 40 hours a week as a carer, full-time criminology uni student, caring for my dad, manic, non-stop, and it was all running from the noise. So at the time when you just stop and you look within to what is going on here, my areas was in the solar plexus, energy, right? Emotion, energy and motion. And I'm sure a lot of you here today have had mental health, stomach problems, issues relating to the physical body, where your body is trying to say, please help me, listen to me. And it's only when we do, and we stop listening to everything around us and everyone around us, that makes us feel like we are the ones that are crazy and we are the ones that are the problem. When you start to see the truth, we're the ones that are sick. Let's be real, you know? And it's not a competition, it's not a judgment, but it is about accepting who you are for you, and not excusing the bits about you that make you different, or your own intuition, the fact that you can be stood in a room and notice that something's not right. Don't not listen to that. That's what keeps you here. That's what keeps us all alive. That's why you're here. We, each and every one of us in this room, have a soul mission, because that's why you're in this room. Every single one of us has been a part of making history, and it gets me quite emotional because, you know, in 2020, none of us, we knew, but we couldn't see really the picture. And now it's becoming so much clearer. And all I can tell you is what I felt in my soul when 2020 came. It was like every single cell in my soul was saying, get the fuck up and move. And I'm sure many of you guys felt the same, probably walked with you in London. And them feelings, I remember thinking in that moment, this experience, these people, this time in this moment in history is what is changing everything. Us holding our light, us being able to speak our truth, share our abilities, share our voice, that only you have, your individual voice. Anyone else can say their piece and their truth, and that is beautiful, but your voice is your own. And do not give that to all amazing people that stand up on stage and do this beautiful stuff. They're wonderful and are beautiful to give us this opportunity, but where is your voice? What is your truth? What lights up your soul inside, and how can you start living that? Because that's what we're here to do now. It's time for us to unite together, to come out of fear. Because I know for many years, I lived in fear, knowing what I know, but being so frightened to stand on a camera, on an Instagram live, or to just say, listen, I'm that person that believes in aliens and all the weird stuff, you know? It was such a frightening thing to own that, but when you do, all of it changes. That's when you discover who you really are. not the trauma responses that were created, the defense mechanisms, the closed off behavior, the lack of emotion, feeling alone and isolated. All of that changes when you start to find your truth, find your voice, and find your people. And everyone here in this room, we are all together, we are all each other's people. We are soul family. And it's about being accepting of that. If your vibration matches with someone, hug them, connect with them. You've probably met them in many lifetimes before. And that's the beautiful thing about being here today with these people on this frequency. I can feel the vibration of no judgment, you know. Every single one of us is nervous, but being able to get up here without that anger and emotion and judgment and that 3D level that we experience out in society, like this is creating the new earth. This is what it's about. Being able to hold space for each other. We might not all agree. We might not all see things the exact same way. Me and my beautiful business partner, we disagree on many things, but we're still in such alignment with each other's souls, and that's what it's about. Find your soul and find your voice. Now, I chose a song to sing for you guys today, and I'm just going to tell you a very short story about this song because music's always been a massive part of my life. I'm a singer, an artist, obviously a spiritualist, a reader, energy worker. I just love to flow with energy, with life. And again, I mentioned my mental health. In 2020, it was really hard for me to keep holding that light when I felt so alone. And I was sat on the floor in my living room, absolutely thinking, I don't have any human children, just furry ones, but I was like, I cannot raise children in a world which feels so wrong to me. What can I do in this? What am I going to do? Where's the hope? I felt hopeless. And as I looked up, this song just came on, and I had heard it maybe a year or two before, but never listened. And when I listened to it truly, it still gets me emotional. I'm really praying I can get through it without crying. Let's all just fingers crossed for me. And every time I listen to it now and sing it myself, it activates my soul because the words was just saying, hold on, because the light is coming and we will rise over fear into freedom. And we've got this, and the new earth starts now, guys. So own this and be together. And I hope you enjoy the song. And I hope you have enjoyed the time today. Thank you all for holding space for me. Thank you, guys. Thank you. You can find us at Spiritual Soul Centre and all these, and just get in touch. Anybody that feels drawn to, please get in touch. And I've started making YouTube videos. We're very in the amateur stages, but give us a follow, that'd be beautiful. So I hope you enjoy, guys. Thank you. Let's just see if I can get the tech working. Should be.
Do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men. Hear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die. And the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men, machine men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines. You are not cattle. You are men. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Let us use that power. Let us all unite.
Amazing.